Okay, Sean, I made a video for you. Sean Bruno Berry, born May 13th, 1998. You're 27 years old today. It's May 13th. I'm in Africa. I live in the country of Cote d'Ivoire. You have my phone number. You can you can reach out on YouTube anytime you want to. I'm gonna include just the time that you were born. I went through a book. I couldn't take anything with me when I came over to Africa, but I remember your little baby book. So I'm going to include that, and then I have a video for you, and also show you baby Bella, your little sister. You have a little sister. I know it's a big gap, but you have blood relatives here in Cote d'Ivoire. So you have a sister, and so anyway, enjoy the video, Sean. I love you, son. From when my son was born. Look. I used to go to all the baby showers. Look at me. She's like 8 or 9 months pregnant. This are all co-workers. That was like 29. My wife is beautiful. She's just fat right there because she's pregnant. She was in labor for like 36 hours. Crazy. I was rubbing her feet the whole time. That was when I used to go to the gym. There's her mom, her fucking piece of shit mom. Oh, she was so miserable. This is my mom. My mother-in-law, my son was born. Her nephew holding Sean. She's trying to teach me how to hold a baby. My grandmother, her, so when we got home. My grandmother, rest in peace. Hi, Sean. It's your dad. How you doing, son? So today is May 13th, 2005. Sean, you were born May 13th, 1998. I remember it well. I just wanted to every year I'm going to keep reaching out. Well, every so often I'll reach out and tell you I love you, son. And now this is a private video to my son, but I put it public because I'm alienated from my son. I have been for over 20 years. It's been 20 years now that I have not seen my son. I've only talked to him one time since that time. I had a bad divorce. So I'll just give you, every time I do these, I try to give a little backstory for anyone who does watch the video. Like I said, this is a video to my son, but of course, it being public, I know people are going to watch it. And I appreciate all the well wishes. A lot of people say, oh, well, you know, I hope your son reaches out to you. I do too. But I have a new family now. I've moved on with my life. But of course, I love my son very much. And he's my firstborn son. I have a daughter now and I'll put her in the video here in a minute. She's sleeping right now. So Sean, if he watches these, I'm not sure if he watches these videos. I just hope, I try to share it to people close to him, and hopefully somebody will send it to him. I talked to him a couple years back. I tried going to his house. But the backstory is that I went through a bad divorce in 2005. My ex-wife, his mother, falsely accused me of all kinds of heinous acts. Everything, none of it was true. And now, going through the divorce, immediately I was alienated from my son. I was falsely arrested, and I was just accused of all kinds of stuff. And if anyone's been through the court system, you know that they're not fair to men. Once you get accused of something that, especially from a woman, they run with it. Since that time, Because I went to jail. I went to jail for a long time. I ended up taking a plea bargain. It's a long story. I can't rehash all of it here. And I don't want to keep rehashing it because it's kind of it's pointless at this point. So I don't want this to be doom and gloom. This is just a video to tell you, Sean, that I love you immensely. You are my son. I'm your dad. You only get two parents. I've asked Sean. I'll kind of go back and forth between talking to you, Sean, and just telling what my thoughts are on the situation. I can't go back in time and do things any differently. I did my best to stay in your life, but there were things outside of my control that prevented me from doing that, legal and otherwise. And your mom was just a monster to try to deal with. If I've asked you, Sean, to go and look up videos or look up any information on parental alienation and how devastating it is. It's a form of child abuse. Sean, you were abused, but not in the way that you think you were. In fact, you stayed with the abuser. Your mother alienated you from me. She told you lies about me. She twisted the story. If you ever talk to me, if you ever, like when I talked to him, I tried to, once I got off parole, I immediately tried to look for my son. I found him living in Sacramento. I went to the house. His mom refused to answer the door. She started screaming for the cops. She tries to act like I'm a masher. She even after 20 years, she's still playing the victim role. And so, Sean, that was my time that I reached out. That's the only time. That's all I can do. I can't force myself into your life. I can't force you to listen to me. All I can do is tell you that I love you, and that any time that you want to call me, reach out to me, because I'm now. I can't be 100% sure that you're going to contact me one day, because parental alienation is a very powerful psychological thing that gets in. Even Sean, even for me, I found out my mom did almost the exact same thing to my dad as your mom did to me. I know it's not, oh, you're a victim. I'm not a victim, but at one time I was. And so if you've been sheltered by your mom, or you've been given these stories, it's going to play in your head. You're going to have this bad feeling about me. But deep down inside, if you are my son, okay? Not only do you look like me, you resemble me a lot. You're also going to have thinking patterns in the same way. And I know. Listen, I'm not a genius, but over time I learned, and I learned that things late, but the difference in your mom and my mom finally admitted it to me, that she had done these things to my dad. She went to court and lied. She alienated from my dad. I hated my dad my whole life. Then but see, the sad part of that was a couple years ago when I was looking for him, he passed away while I was looking for him, and it was pretty devastating. And I still talk to my mom, but my relationship with her is all but severed. I just wish her a happy Mother's Day the other day. I told her I loved her. I love her. She's my mom. I try to respect my mom the best way I can, but there's a little piece of me that is very angry with her, and rightfully so. I mean, I don't shun her if she wants to. But my mom made a lot of mistakes. My mom was a single mom. She had 4 kids. That's the difference. My mom had 4 kids. She's only got you, so she laid the parental alienation on you pretty heavy. So you have an uphill battle. So whether or not you figure, I don't know, maybe because you were raised with a single mom, and you don't have any. You have a sister here, Bella, but you're not gonna. So she was able to focus, and her entire family is a bunch of liars. They all co-signed on everything she did. So I don't have a way to battle that, Sean. All I can tell you is I love you, and that anytime that you want to come back, and I'm pretty sure, I'm 99. If I had to bet my life on it, I would guess that one day you're going to figure it out. She's going to change your story one too many times. Right now, you're 27. So happy birthday, Sean. You're 27 years old. 27 years. So you're getting older and you're getting wiser. You should be. And now maybe I'm just guessing, you probably still live at home, which is not good. But in this economy, I wouldn't be surprised if you did, and I wouldn't blame you. And I know that my son followed in my ex's footsteps and became a real estate agent. So he's probably, my guess, because Sean, I don't go out and look for you. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to go and look you up and try to go to. I'm living overseas. I have a new family. You have a sister here. I'm living my life. That's not to say that I don't care about you or I don't. I think about you there's not a day that goes by, Sean, that I don't wake up and think about you. And I haven't seen you since you're 7. So in my mind, I still see you as a little boy. And I know you're a man now. You're a handsome, intelligent guy. But right now you have a lot of things going for you, and you'll have a lot of things going against you. And that is the way you're raised. You're going to have some. You're probably sheltered, and you're not going to have. I don't want to be doom and gloom, but it's just unhealthy to be raised with a single mom, especially when after parental alienation. You're going to have misconceptions about the world, and you're going to have to learn. And unfortunately, because you've been given this blueprint that is not conducive to a healthy, stable adult life, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Same thing what I did. Now, fortunately for me, Sean, I moved out. My mom was abusive, listen, I'm a Gen X. Now, you hear today in today's society, oh, I was abused, I'm a victim. No, I'm a Gen X. So if I'm saying it, listen, I let a lot of things growing up in the 70s and 80s in today's world will be considered abuse, but I actually lived through some pretty bad abuse. Not from just my mother physically and mentally, but also from my stepdad. Was very abusive that no one even knows about because he would only do it when he physically beating me, telling me, playing mind games. I remember very well what I went through, and none of the family even knows about it because back then you don't think it's abuse or you just don't know any different. So and I don't want to get into all that. So I'm just saying, Sean, you have an uphill battle. I know it's very difficult to try to see my side of it. And listen. And when I talked to Sean, when I talked to you, you told me you were going to call me, but I know that your mom was on the other line. Because you were talking in words that she uses, so I know that she was planting in your ear what to say to me. And when I asked you, hey, Sean, what did I do? You're like, oh, you're just a bad dad. Okay, what did I do? And so, and by the way, just so that anyone knows, my ex actually ended up going to jail. She got convicted of child abuse herself, but I was already being falsely accused, so I was taken off the table. I wasn't able to defend myself properly. It cost too much money, and I didn't have any trust in the justice system, and I took a plea bargain. I was so devastated. I just said, just send me to prison. I know that's kind of hard to fathom, but it was almost like a way to restart my life. And Sean, I have done everything to try to reconnect with you, other than stalk you or force myself upon you. You have to figure this out for yourself, unfortunately. I wish I could help you more. And by the way, at the time, I just received my disability from the U.S. military, and I had over $30,000 in the bank. When I talked to Sean, this is how bad the alienation is. I offered my son, because I wanted to help him get started in life, I offered him $30,000 just to meet me for coffee, and I would have given him $30,000 to help him get his life started. And he refused, not even to go to coffee with me. He wouldn't even go to coffee. So his mom was so in his ear, so hard, convinced him not to go get $30,000 for a 1-hour cut. That's how bad he didn't, because I know deep down, Sean, I know deep down you know that the stuff your mom's saying is not true. Sean, listen, there is a pattern for people that are abusers. People that do, they don't go and, so your mom is the only woman, And you can talk to all the women in my life. She's the only woman that says I'm a rapist and a molester and a wife beater. It's all bullshit, Sean. It's all concocted stories by your mom. And even the stuff that seems a little gray area, I can explain. I can explain to you what's going on. I can't do it all here. I can't go replay. But I have, in the police reports, I have enough evidence when you look at it. When a sane, rational person, and no one's going to go and look at it, but when you comb through it, and like only I could, because I was there, I know what happened. I can show you the inconsistencies and the places where your mom got busted lying. In fact, the prosecutors, when they came back, when I was taking my deal, even the prosecutors, Sean, I'm not lying, even the prosecutors through my attorney told me that your mom they said she is a piece of shit. Even though that was their victim, they were like, she's a piece of shit, the stuff she did. So I don't want to harp on this. It's your birthday, but I'm just trying to tell you that I love you. And anytime, I wish that you would call me. I wish that we could reconcile on some level. I know your mom probably watches. I know she's going to be in your ear telling you, well, if you want to, I already know what's going on. She's gonna pull some kind of mind game on you where if you talk to me, you're going to be betraying her in some way. And this is why I tell you, Sean, you've got to go whenever you get a chance of not, because right now at 27 years old, let me see, you're working, you're trying to live life. Maybe you got a girlfriend or significant other, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're living at home. You have so many things going on in your life. You're not thinking about me. I'm way down the list. But I know that deep down in your brain, you think about me, which is normal. I did it. I thought about. Listen, people aren't that different. We're all the same, especially men. Okay. We long to have that father figure in our life. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be in your life and do things normally with you, but please forgive me for that. If you understand what I was going through at the time, you might have a little empathy for me, but you're going to have to make some huge mistakes in your life for things to happen to you. Wait till you get falsely accused. Wait till someone does this to you. And I almost wish it upon you. There's a philosopher, and I can't remember his name. I have to look it up. I don't have a good memory. I have a good memory, but it's short. There's a philosopher that was saying basically for the people that he loved, he wished them hardship, tragedy, and strife, because those are the things that shape you. Hardships and tragedies build you stronger, and they also let you see the world in a different way, and they let you empathize. Once you experience pain, Sean, and if you experience the pain that I went through, and I know that at the time you went through a lot of pain too, and you had to survive. When children are alienated with a parent, they have to psychologically identify with their abuser, and they have to take on the mindset, and they take on the victimization or victimhood of that. Listen, I already know all this stuff. I can't sit here and educate you on this because it won't do any good for me to bring you the information. You have to find this out for yourself, unfortunately. So I feel for you for that, but I wish bad upon you to teach you these lessons, because you and I would be very, very fortunate if we ever were able to reconcile. And once if and when that happens, you'll feel a big relief. Once you talk to me and we can reconcile, you can tell me, what you've been through. You can tell me how things went for you. You can be mad at me. You can say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Okay. And I can explain to you these things, and I can, and I think we have some forgiving to do on both sides. Okay. I really care about you, son. I can't love anybody any more than I love you. I mean, honestly, you and Bella, and I even care about your mom to a certain degree too. I understand the situation that she got into when she started lying, and then once you lie, you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie, and then she got wrapped up in it. I'm not excusing her at all. I've just accepted that your mother is fucked up. And at the time, I was fucked up too, Sean. Okay, there's blame to go all around, but the majority of I'm very realistic. I've already addressed all of my issues as best I can. Okay, I've been in therapy for many years. Losing you would hurt. I've had to deal with my own issues, but I'm strong enough that when and if you do come talk to me, we can talk like men, and it'll be a big relief for you. I think it will help you a lot, more so than me. Listen, I have your sister now. You have a sister. Her name is Bella May Berry. BB, just like you, BB. Bruno. Well, you're Bruno. You're Sean Bruno Berry, and I got Bella May Berry. So you have a little sister, and she's going to know about you. She's going to know everything about you. She's going to know as she ages and gets older. She'll know you very well. I'll have her reach out to you. Maybe, I don't know how many years is going to go by. You're not going to contact me. I don't know, but I just hope that it's sooner rather than later. It really is in your best interest, mentally and to give you peace of mind to reach out to me at some point. And listen, you don't have to be, me and Sean, buddy again, because Sean, I raised you. I taught you how to walk. I taught you how to ride a bike. I loved you the best I could. I tried to do the best by you, but with dealing with my own issues. I was younger. I didn't understand the world and what was going on in the justice system and how to deal when your mom was making those false accusations. It drove me nuts. Okay, it really was a huge pressure. So anyway, again, Sean, you're welcome to call me anytime. We can keep it light, whatever. But I just hope you do. Okay, I love you so much, Sean. Okay, I don't want to start getting all too emotional. But Sean, happy birthday. I love you, son. I love you. My little pumpkin head. I know you're a big man now, but in my mind, you have to understand that in my mind, you're still 7 years old, even though you're a big, handsome, strong man now. I know. And I have faith in you, man. I have faith that you're going to pull through this. And I think you're going to figure this out. And when you do, it's going to be a big relief, man. I promise you. Okay? All right, son. I'm going to add a couple videos of Bella so you can see her and maybe something on parental alienation. But, Sean, got to look into this, okay? All right, buddy. I love you, son. Hey, Sean, I want you to... I think you saw in other videos, Bella. She's all over my channel. There's your sister. There's baby Bella. Say happy birthday, Sean. She looks like you a little bit from when you were born. Hey, say hi. Happy birthday, big brother. So that's Bella. She's 8 months. Rex. She's 8 months old now. Bella Mayberry, that's her cousin. Her sister is coming over here. So that's Flora. Say hi. Say hi, Sean. Happy birthday, Sean. You know your big brother? You're gonna see your big brother one day, I hope. So you have a sister. Isn't that crazy? Huh? A little girl, and I'm gonna have more. We're gonna try to have more. So you'll have maybe a couple of brothers and sisters. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm getting old, Sean. I'm 55 in July. So I'm starting over late. But that's the good thing about being a man, is that even if you have some life things happen, you can men tend to have a longer shelf life than women, and we can go out and start other families. But Sean, I never forget you. Hey, Sean. So there's your little sister. She's beautiful. I think she's got my eyebrows. She's got my skin color. Of course, she's half African. But, she's going to know who you are. So I just wanted to introduce you to her. And, I don't know what else to say, man. Just, I love you very much. And I just hope you have a good birthday. And I hope I talk to you soon, okay? Say, happy birthday, Sean. I love you. Hey. Okay. Happy birthday, son.